Tyler, we're out here at Thunder Valley, Saturday race day. Power Band, longtime sponsor of the Moto X Pod show. I almost said Pulpum X. Of the Moto X Pod show, supporting the BBR team.
Yep.
What's going on with that, man? What all you got going on with the team? How'd that come about?
So it came about with Freddie. We did his stuff for Supercross, and then he really liked it and was really comfortable. And I have a personal relationship with Freddie because I wrenched for him back in 2017.
Right.
So he wanted us to do it. Called him up, worked out, got everything going, and kind of last minute, but so far everyone's happy. It's going good.
Yeah, we talked yesterday. We lost all this audio for those listening, and Billy moved the shop down to Florida. All the race teams are down there. Things are starting to go well.
Oh, it's going well. Yeah, moved from Minnesota down to Florida. Big difference.
Yes.
I like it a lot better. But no, it's going great. The amateur scene, moto scene in Florida is amazing. You got training facilities all around, so couldn't be better. Couldn't have asked for a better move. Awesome.
And Vinny and Freddie seem to be pretty happy with the Power Band WP suspension.
Yep, they seem pretty happy. Like I said, just working out a few little things like some chassis balance. But other than that, it's nothing major. So should be able to get it. Made some changes this week, so we'll see how it goes this weekend.
Awesome, man. Good luck, and let's go get it.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, Kevin Moranz?
Howdy, howdy.
Thunder Valley, first round of the year.
Indeed.
You just kind of coming out here and seeing where you're at. We talked, again, for the viewers, we lost everything from yesterday. Not a lot of prep time for this race.
Yeah, not really. I mean, obviously came out from Supercross, ended the Supercross season really well with top 15 in Salt Lake City. Obviously did well in the Pulpum X race. So I took that funding straight into right after outdoors. We did a full Supercross pad build, more or less. So we flattened everything at my house and flattened it out for a Supercross pad that hopefully we're going to build the Supercross track in September. However, that took a week and a half to do that, and then taking all my suspension off, getting all that stuff sent out, rebuilt. I just didn't have time to get everything together and get some seat time before the California rounds. And I did Mega Camp as well, which is a big training school in Kansas. So finally got all that stuff back together, and I've got like 4 days on the bike pretty much for outdoors. Yeah, I know. So I've raced outdoors before. Obviously I struggle in qualifying, so as long as we get through qualifying, I'll be fine in the motos. Yeah. And hopefully try to go out and score some points. But obviously it's gonna be a little bit of a test run, like I have every year. Get in, start racing, and just build throughout the season.
You're used to it.
Yep.
You get all the Patrons on here.
Yeah, for sure. MoranzMafia.com. You know, we got all the sponsors. We got Tank Masters here jumping on board as a title sponsor for outdoors.
And the merch.
Oh, I know. KM merch, KevinMoranz.com. So, you know, we got Fitz Roofing, Redline, Gree, EBC, Koi. There's a lot of really good partners that are behind us. That's the only reason why we're able to go racing through outdoors. So, and obviously all the patrons get their name on the bike, MoranzMafia.com, and join the Moranz Mafia. It's been a pretty cool little program since I'm fully self-funded, so I have to get really creative with my program. So I take a lot of pride in that, and it's starting to build, which is really cool. Yeah,
and how about having your boy Stardog out here?
Yeah, I know. Stardog. He didn't have a pit shirt, so we went to Walmart.
So yesterday, I'm gonna have to do a screenshot. You look like Tom Cruise, so I was calling you Maverick. You had the aviator glasses on. Today he looks like Magnum PI over there. If you just had a mustache.
For all the women, I'm Miles Teller.
Yeah, Miles Teller.
Well, it's going to be a good day, I think. So, man, it's good seeing you out here.
Yeah,
and appreciate you doing this for a second time.
Damn straight, I appreciate it.
All right. Eli Tetzlaff, man, what's up? We're out here at Thunder Valley, pro debut. You're all geared up, you're fly racing, you got your new X-Brand goggles stuff in. How you feeling? You ready for this thing?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Might need a little bit of throw up before this one, but
hey, Zach Osborne said he used to throw up after every race.
Yeah, the nerves are starting to set in. Yeah. But I'm gonna try and go out there and put down the fastest lap I possibly can on this track, and hopefully get in that top 36.
Yeah, somebody was telling me, I think it was Duffy, which is Christian's mechanic, was like, dude, because I was talking about you and Doc Smith, you know, making their pro debuts. He's like, dude, they just got to go out in the very first one and put the fast lap down. The track's going to be the best it's going to be.
Yeah.
Just go out and lay one down.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to try and hit everything as hard as I can that first and second lap and just make it happen. Make the folks back home pretty proud.
Yes, I mean, and how many more of these are you going to do?
I got Red Bud, Millville, and Buds that Ironman and Buds that I'm signed up for.
Red Bud, Millville are some good ones, man.
I'm pretty fast at Red Bud too, so that's a big one too. A lot of people show up to that, but I think I'm going to be pretty excited to ride that one.
Awesome, man. Well, good talking to you. Appreciate your dad listens to the show. I don't know if you listen, but your dad does.
Yeah, we listen in the car on the way to races. So,
well, we appreciate it, man. Good luck today.
For sure. Thank you.
Stank Dog, man. Elevation with the 125. How was that?
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
The bike was bogging a little bit still.
Yeah, you talked about that on Toolman Dan's show, that you had a little bit of bog you're trying to figure out.
Little bog. Just don't bury it in the corners here. The corners are deep. Track's soft today. Lots of ruts. And the
Looks
ruts,
slick too, though. No?
Not on this thing. Not
Okay.
on the two-stroke.
Okay.
Not enough power to break traction on this thing. But other than that, the bike runs good. Besides the little bog on top end, it runs great. I'm feeling good. I think I got to go faster this next practice to qualify straight in. I think I'm sitting like 37th or 38th right now. So go faster practice 2 and no LCQ.
All right, yeah, you just got to keep your momentum up. You know all that, man. Two-stroke nation, Stank Dog nation,
Yes, sir.
always strong behind you, man. It's really cool to hear that thing rip. You know, I just recently got a 250 two-stroke, so I'm back
What
to two-stroke. Yamaha.
Nice.
It was a free bike for cutting the hair. That was the whole deal.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
We're not going to talk about the math and stuff, but that's where it came from.
The
But
hair will grow back.
yeah, hair grow back, and I got a free
You'll
bike.
still have a sweet two-stroke.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I'm learning how to ride a two-stroke again, which, you know, I'm used to point and shoot because I have no talent. So the two-stroke's making me try to get a little bit of talent at my old age. But it's
Yes,
fun,
sir.
man. It sounds
Glad
good.
you're on a two-stroke.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. How many more rounds you plan on doing? I know the budget's kind of
Yeah, the budget's tight.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably end up doing Red Bud,
Nice.
Washougal, and Impala.
Okay, awesome, dude. Love seeing you, man.
Thank you, Dark
Love
Side.
it. Thanks, man.
Think you know
Yeah.
what you're doing, Dave?
Not at all.
You
Not at all.
record,
Hey.
Dane. You turned it off. You can't be any worse than me yesterday. Everything I recorded was worthless because I had the mic unplugged.
See, hear that worthless.
Yeah. All right, AEO Power Sports, Derek Kelley and Josh Varize. We're up here at Thunder Valley, and let's start with you, Josh. So last week you were on Husky. I know they're sort of the same bike, but it's still a change, man. Is that hard to do?
No, the cool thing is I used to ride KTM.
Right.
Last season I rode KTM, so it, honestly, it wasn't like too big of like a weird change to go back to the KTM. I kind of knew what to expect and stuff. So, yeah, it wasn't bad, and I felt comfortable, after a couple laps.
What brought the change on? Was there just a different offer from AEO, or how'd that work? Because you weren't doing factory Husky or the whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. That you did for Supercross. Was that the same thing for the first two outdoors? So, like
no.
a factory support?
Yeah, kind of. Like for Supercross, the setup was like I pitted out of the back of the rig and stuff like that. And rode the not older, but last year's factory bike, and which was a super cool deal. Super grateful for. And then going into outdoors, the setting, or not the setting, but the program changed a little bit where I couldn't be with the rig. Okay. And like pitting out of it. And then I still got the support from Husky as far as like bikes and stuff. So everything was the same as the Supercross deal. I just didn't get the transportation. I got you. Which is almost pretty much the hardest part.
Yeah,
outdoors, especially with gas prices now.
Sure.
But, no, so yeah, my plan was to just do the first three since they were like pretty local, obviously
close to home. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hangtown and Colorado, but I was just gonna do that, and then I got the call from AEO to fill in for the next couple rounds, which super grateful for, and being able to have the setup and just the hospitality, because being out at a truck or trailer is like not the best. No, you get used to the semi and all the help. Yeah. Derek, man, how you feeling up here, Thunder Valley? The elevation. I saw you. I think you were behind Max a bunch in one of those practices. Like,
yeah, I'm feeling good.
Look good. You're hanging with him.
Yeah, no, I mean we were battling a little bit. I was getting stuck behind some people in the first practice, so happy to go out and get a good time in, better time in anyway. Still, I mean, I'd like a couple more tenths and be up there, but
wouldn't we all?
Everybody, but no, I'm super happy. The tracks, hopefully it breaks in a little bit. We're not shy with the water, and they threw it down pretty heavy, and it just like everywhere. Like there wasn't a section out there where it was actually tacky. It just felt like you were sliding everywhere, and all the ruts were super deep and like soft. Yeah, so I could see that watching some of the guys. Like I saw Chase Sexton break loose a couple times, and a few of the other guys were just coming to the corner and they break loose completely sideways. We're going with the face. Like my co-host son made his pro debut today, and the finish line jump, he went with the thing and the bike broke loose and he was like sideways off the finish line, and it just seems like traction's kind of at a premium. Yeah, it's like super muddy, and then like you try to cut under the mud, and then the hard pack stuff is like 6
like a little couple inches of just slime and
grease.
Keep throwing the water down. They got the flags and they're just sitting there like this, just having a blast. So.
How are the KTMs though coming off that start up that hill? Pretty good.
I tried some first and second gear starts. The first gear it pulls really good. So we actually had to switch gearing in between. Me and him both switched gearing from 1352, and he was a 53 down to a 51, and seemed to be able to pull a little bit longer in some of the lower gears. So
awesome.
I think we're in a good place.
Awesome. Well, man, yeah, good to talk to you guys and ready for some motos here. I mean, it's a weird schedule today, so I don't even know what time we're racing. But
around for another 2 hours.
I know. Well, hopefully that's why I'll get a lot of content. Yeah. You guys will be bored out of your minds, but hopefully
nice and stiff by the time the first
yeah.
The extra rest ain't too bad, but it is kind of nice to get the day started and start kind of cracking off the laps. So
yeah, well, it's coming, man. It seems like it's gonna be a long time before you guys race, but it'll probably be here before you know it. And by then I might take a nap during the race. So
be sitting on a plane before we know it.
Yeah,
right.
Max. So we talked earlier, but round 1 you got an 11th overall, then 5th last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Feel a lot better, you say. The thumb's not bothering you at all. How you feeling today? And as the season 3 rounds in, how you feeling?
Yeah, really good. A lot better than last year here. I had food poisoning, so
that's right.
Definitely a lot better to actually be able to ride the track how I play, charging and pushing. And thumb's good. Just been building more conditioning each weekend. Still feel better than last year even. I did a lot of running off the bike when I was hurt, so I think that helped a lot. And I feel pretty good today. I qualified my best so far this year.
Yeah, you look good. I was out there watching, and but it looked like traction was tough to find.
Yeah, it's weird that there's some soft spots on the track where you really sink deep.
Yeah.
And it goes from being hard to where there's no rut to into a hole type of deal. So there's some soft spots, a little bit of mud, and a little bit of dry spots even. So really inconsistent, but yeah, it was just they also prepped the track a lot too. So some corners were dead flat, some corners were ruts all the way up to your legs. So it was a little bit of both, but I think technically the track was pretty dang technical. So for a technical rider that's tall and lengthy, I think it suits me better.
It should be a good day for you then.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping, right?
Yeah.
Any significant suspension or bike changes in the last 3 rounds?
No, we tried some stuff the first 2 rounds. I still wasn't happy. Hangtown I felt my most uncomfortable.
Really?
Considering it was being my home track, so I felt like I could have been up with the front guys more if I felt like I could push the bike. I feel like I had to be a little bit patient. We tried some stuff and just stuff didn't work out. But then we went testing the next Tuesday and found a good setting and solid, and came here and it worked straight away. So
awesome.
I think that setup is good enough to be solid, at multiple tracks and not have to keep changing it for each track.
Yeah.
So a good base. We did a little bit of changes now just before the first moto. Just put the forks up a little bit, get a little more steering on the front because there's a lot of off-camera steering.
All right, cool. You still got Youngbuck over there spinning the wrenches?
Yes, sir.
You learning anything?
He's been pretty good so far this year. Had no problems yet, so let's just keep it going.
Awesome. Thanks, Max.
Thank you.
All right, Matt LeBlanc, man. How you feeling here at Thunder Valley? This elevation, does it bother you any?
Not yet. No,
okay.
We'll see this. We'll see this first moto, but so far so good.
Yeah, I need to get you back on the show because I've had pretty much everybody on the team on, so I'm going to hit you up. But okay, I have a dumb question. I think it's funny, but did you follow Friends at all? Show Friends? Do you get Friends questions like Monica?
Get the questions, but I don't watch.
Do you watch it? Damn. So okay, I can't ask you Rachel or Monica then. No, so where are you at this season, man? Are you feeling like kind of learning, so not a lot of pressure, I would assume? Or is there a lot of pressure? Bobby really expects a lot.
Bobby expects a lot, but there hasn't been any pressure at all. Just pretty much pressure putting on myself. I've set goals for myself just to prove to the team that I should be here for all 12, and we accomplished that in last weekend. Finishes haven't been great. I finally had a good moto last weekend, but riding wise has been good. Just need some starts, and today I think today will be a really good day. I honestly didn't feel good, and then the second qualifying we figured out a little bit.
Okay, get some setting changes?
Not setting changes, just changes for myself, just standing up a lot more and using my lower body more.
Okay.
I wasn't really doing that in the first one, so we did that, or I did that, and I just really focused on that. It was a lot better. I think 13th, that's my best qualifying so far by quite a bit, so Not really a big practice guy, so
okay.
So
it's all about the race.
Yeah, P13 for qualifying. I'm feeling good for the race.
Yeah, so the star bikes should all be up front off the start.
Yeah.
So that's probably gives you a little confidence.
I hope so. I need it. I need a start.
All right. We just got to line up next to J Coop, or as close to J Coop and Romano as you can, because they're pretty good at starts.
Yeah, that's.
And then just throw the elbows out.
Yeah, elbows are
right.
Just straight out.
All right, cool, man. I'll let you get back to resting. It's almost time to go racing. Thanks for giving us some time.
Thank you.
Well, Chase, man, I know you're brokenhearted again, but dude, you're riding so good, and like I really feel like a lot has changed this year. I know the fall kind of almost erases that, but like I feel like you're in a different mindset than you have been in the past.
Yeah, I mean, stuff happens.
Yeah,
it was unfortunate, but something that didn't happen on moto caught me off guard. So besides that was probably one of my best motos of the season. So minus the mistake, we're in a good spot. So I mean, you kind of have to let it go. I'm trying to let the highs not get too high, and then the lows not get too low. So you know, we're still on the podium. I want to be on the podium every race. So
really comes down to consistency. I mean, that's what you need.
I mean, I lost points today, but that's the last mistake I'm going to make. So I think from here on out the season, I think the series really starts now when it goes east, and I think from what my bike's like, it's going to really excel on the East Coast. So I'm looking forward to it. My starts weren't good today. My riding was good the second moto, but yeah, it wasn't a great day, but I'm still third, so looking forward to High Point.
Are you making many changes this season, like over the first 3 races with as well as you're riding? I guess they're ready for you.
Yeah, not really. Just a little clicker stuff, but other than that, we're pretty much the same thing.
Awesome, thanks, man.
Yep.
All right, Seth Hammaker, how you feeling after today, man? Thunder Valley was brutal, it was hot, high elevation. I mean, feel good with how you finished?
Not overall, no. The first moto I was pretty happy with.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Especially the first half. I faded off at the end, but got to keep working on that. And then second one, had another good start, 4th place, and then me and Thresher unfortunately got together on the first lap and went down.
Okay.
The corner before the mechanics area.
Yeah.
And had to pull in the mechanics area, get a new gas cap, busted all that stuff.
Okay.
So, and then after that, just charged my way up to I think 15th. So did what I could. Those are never fun rides, but hey, I mean, got to do it, and I learned a lot today. So first time here and stuff. So.
Do you feel like though, like now you can look at going into the rest of the races that are going to be humid and ruddy, that like, okay, my conditioning's good though? Do you feel like you can take anything away from this round?
For sure, yeah. So like the first 2 rounds, it wasn't really that hot, but here it was pretty hot. We're at elevation, so it's even tougher, and I think it was a good thing for my confidence just to know that I can do it, you know, because it's been a while since I have done one of these that's hot and brutal like this, so it's definitely a grind, but I'm looking forward to more like that. So,
awesome, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Michael Mosiman, I know you're not happy with today, but I feel like you rode really well. You said there were some bike issues, and that's always frustrating. But like, as far as your riding and your conditioning today, do you feel happy? I mean, you're taking positives away.
Absolutely. I feel like I was riding really great, qualified P1. And you know what? Honestly, it's a lot of the bike. Like the changes we made, it's giving me a lot of freedom to kind of do whatever I want on the track, and it feels good. So I love this track, and I was looking forward to this round, and really wanted to show up and show out. But unfortunately, we had the same bike issues we had last year, and I was taking some pretty big risks to hit some of the jumps out there. Second moto.
That's not good. No.
First moto, I rolled a bunch of them, so you know, that's frustrating, but you know,
it's part of the sport, right? Mechanical stuff is part of the sport.
It's part of the sport, but to repeat a mistake that you had last year is frustrating for the team. And it's not a frustration that, you know, I share. You know, it's a shared frustration across the board. So we're gonna make it right. We're gonna find out, and you know, sometimes things like this have to happen in order for change and growth to happen. So who knows what we'll find, you know, when we find out what the problem exactly was. But yeah, as far as me, I can only take away positives.
I mean, it's 2 frustrating weekends, I know, because like you got your moto win, that was awesome, and then they didn't catch on camera what happened, but it was obviously a big crash because the bike was just bent up, and like I feel like that was your day, like that was your win overall. I mean, you know, Jet was sick, not that should matter, but like you were just so good there. I felt bad for you, man. I mean, you're such a positive guy. I bet you found the positives, but I felt bad for you.
Yeah, you know, it's like, it was such a bittersweet day, and you know, it's been just brutal. Since, you know, everyone I talked to, oh man, how'd you crash? Because they didn't show it, you know.
No, yeah.
And, you know, just having to retell it over and
yeah, you don't have to retell if you don't want, but it just sucks.
Yeah, just frustrating.
Yeah.
So, you know what? But my goals remain, and I want to win races, and I think I'm very close to that. I think everyone knows I'm close to that. Yeah. And, you know, I want to win overalls, and I want to get top 3 in the series or better. And that's certainly not out of the cards at this point. It's a long season. So.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. Absolutely. I'm sure everybody's asking the same question, but back on factory at Kawasaki, like getting another great opportunity, I feel like you're making the best of it so far. Like, you're looking really good. I mean, you know, haven't really had any DNFs or anything. Like, I mean, I feel like you're riding really well. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously as a racer I'd like to do a little bit better, but considering I don't have that many days of actual riding since I got my knee fixed, we have a good foundation to build on. This weekend was a step in the right direction. It's just, you know, trying to put all the pieces together and also maximize the seat time during the week. You know, at this point, like, the bike's good, and the biggest thing that I need is more seat time. And it's hard to do that without doing too much during the week. So all in all, like, yeah, I'm happy for now, but obviously moving forward, I want to do better, and I want to be closer to that top 5 and build on it. But yeah, I'm happy, and we'll just keep working.
That's good to hear, man. Yeah, because it should only get better, right? Because I heard, you don't have to confirm or anything, but I heard that you weren't 100% at the first round you raced, and you're building into it, so you should get better. And
yeah, I mean, I would say I wasn't 100% like knee-wise, but I only had, I think I have 15 days of riding now.
Yeah, it's not enough.
So I had like 12 or 13 heading into Hangtown. So like, I'm behind the 8 ball, you know, like I don't have that much riding time, but we're trying to do the best that we can do with what we have. And I mean, all things considered, you know, the class is full of a lot of bad dudes. So
yeah,
I feel like I've held my own relatively well, considering the minimal amount of time that we've had to prepare. So, yeah.
I like the positives, because, you know, a couple years ago you did Pulp and you talked about, you know, the mental health type stuff that you were talking about, and that's a big deal that people don't take serious enough when they haven't experienced it. So I love that you're taking the positives out of it, because that,
dude, it's like, this isn't easy. Like, trust me, there was times where I wish it was easy.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, in reality, like, if I had ridden for 13 days and went to Hangtown and got on the podium, like, why even go through the grueling training for months on end going into racing if you could just do it in 2 weeks?
Right.
You know, so like, of course I would love to go and do well, but I have to be realistic. And again, if I went in and got on the podium at the first round I raced, and it kind of is counterproductive at that point, you know, like, why do we spend months and months training, but we could get the same result in 2 weeks? So
absolutely, good point, man. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, man.
All right, Ryan, so everybody's already talked to you about the weekend and being back racing. So what I want to know is, you stepped away a few years ago, you know, and you'd had some scary moments. You had the neck injury, and probably with talking to Lindsay, decided like maybe it's time to step away. How was it deciding I'm coming back? Was Lindsay like, yeah, let's go, or was she like, no?
Yeah, she was like, no. Yeah, that obviously that injury was it took a toll on me. I think that showed. I didn't quite deal with it the right way. I should have sought professional help for sure, but it is what it is, and it took me a while to, you know, even 17, you know, that battle was still happening.
Yeah, the mental battle.
Yeah, mentally for sure. So, you know, these last 5 years, just kind of digging deep, you know, doing some soul searching and learning, and, you know, I think for myself, I always want to learn. I want to understand why do you feel this way? What's causing this? Or, you know, if you can still race, but something's holding you back, what is that? You know, and so dealing with those things are important, but I was able to do that in a good way, and so, you know, being able to come back and committed and ready, and of course it was a different, you know, position for Lindsay. I mean, we were living in kind of total comfort, really.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing was really testing us, and we had all of our days to ourselves. But you know, I think for a man, that's it's nice in the beginning, but it becomes a little bit isolating. So
sure.
For me, it was you know, stepping out of that and taking courage and doing the things I want to do, and having the courage to pursue and having the courage and faith to pursue it.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool story to say, you know what, maybe this scared me at one time, but I'm going to overcome that so it doesn't eat me alive for the rest of, like, 20 years from now, you might be like, man, what if I'd stayed with it? And you decide to come back and, like, you still got it, dude. I mean, it's an impressive story. Mentally and now just physically what you're doing each week is pretty awesome. Like, I didn't think you'd be able to come back and be as competitive as you thought you were on Pulp. Like, and I was like, yeah, I think it's gonna take a little while, and it didn't. Like, it's not many people could do that. I don't think RV comes back and does this. I just don't think. I think you're one of a kind. Really.
Yeah, I mean the 7-7, 5th, 6s, and 7s are, I mean, not bad, but
they're not what you want. I know.
Deep down, I'm like, gosh, I gotta get closer to the front. So that's the challenge, though. You know, it's fun, it's exciting, it's hard work, commitment, working with the team, and it's fun to be back at it with everybody. And I know we're gonna get there. I believe it. So
it's cool having you back, and then being on the tent with your brother Jay. That's got to be really cool. So
it is. And mom or dad comes to the race, so it's get to hang with brother. And you know, it's quick in Friday, race Saturday, out Sunday morning, get back to the family, and
I dig it.
Yeah, it's a good balance, and even during the week.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks.